thing pulled. I'm going to set a Mickey Mouse over here and see if that keeps it in focus. Give me just a second to let everything work out. I'm hoping that'll keep it in focus. Okay, got my second phone on, got my chat on, so I can see what you guys say. Oh. So we started yesterday, and I've been pretty much working the whole time, but I did a lot of the boring stuff off camera. So this is one of the letters that's done. Nothing else needs done to this one. So remove it, but we have the N for the word one, and then we have an A that's also white for his name, and then we have these dot sponges. So we are going to do some black polka dots and some red polka dots on here, and then we're going to add Mickey Mouses to the two yellow letters. We're going to do white polka dots on the black letter, and then we've got some Mickey Mouse heads to add to a couple letters. I'll actually probably add this one here to this N and see how it goes. I do have Mod Podge, don't I? I'm pretty sure I still have some. Yep. Okay. So that helps. That works. It's a go. So I think we'll put Mickey right here. And then we'll just do black and red polka dots around him. So I'm going to go ahead and Mod Podge him in. Get a small foam brush. I picked up, well actually she picked up a 25-piece assorted foam brush set at Hobby Lobby for $4.49. They were actually 30% off. And this kit had the round ones in it also. So it kind of had everything I needed all at once. So I'm going to put some on the back of Mickey. Okay. And put some on the back to help it stick, and then we'll put some on the front just to kind of smooth it over. It is paper. I did have to cut it out of the paper, so it's probably going to try to bend when I put Mod Podge on it, but whatever. Just want full coverage so that it all sticks. Place him down. And then Mod Podge him on. Make sure you get the edges. And then I'm doing it to where it all goes one direction. Okay. Then we're going to do some polka dots. So, got some black paint. I'm doing it to where they stick off a little bit. And then I'll fill in some areas. With some different sized ones. So these are all for a 1-year-old's birthday party, which is tomorrow. So I'm on my final day of work. I also have some half-gallon mason jars that I started spray painting on the back patio. The top half of them are going to be black, like Mickey's outfit, or Mickey's skin, I guess you would say. And then the bottom half is going to be red. And then we got these cute little buttons that I'm going to glue on them. And those are going to be centerpieces for the tables. Okay, Bridget, thanks. I am more than likely going to the party tomorrow to help set up beforehand. And if so, then I'll have videos of how everything turned out. I might even do a small live while I'm there. How are the pups doing? I'm super excited about those pups. They're so cute. And Nova was so sweet when I was up there. I'm ready to go back to New York and visit again. I thought about doing this as a video, but I figured if I did a video, it would be really long. So I figured a live would be better. Okay, so I think that's pretty good for the end. I am going to do a little bit more Mod Podge over him because I see some spots where he's peeling up. But just very carefully as to not get into the black dots that I have just done. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to set this one to the side. Let's see, that one's done. This one's just got to dry and it will be done. Okay, then we've got the A, which is also going to be done the same. Probably should put a Mickey on it too. Maybe I'll just make a Mickey with the dots instead of Mod Podging. Okay. So I think we'll put a Mickey on this one up here, maybe. Yeah, a little lopsided, but for the most part, it's decent. It works. I did tell her that next time we would probably need to most definitely do a lot more notice. I didn't have much notice on this one. I didn't have much notice on the last one we did, the toy store one, either. So we'll see. I prefer to be able to do stuff and not feel rushed so that I can make sure I do my best on everything. Okay, let me add some smaller ones. Okay, so I think that's pretty good on the A. Okay, so we have an E here that we're going to Mod Podge a Mickey on. Okay. Instead of putting it on him, I'm going to put it on the bottom. And Mod Podge is the area that he's going on. Oops. Place him down. And then Mod Podge over him. Okay, now we're just going to slide over it and see. It'll stay down. Okay, and then I'll put another coat on him in a little bit just to make sure he stays. It just has to last for the party. We'll see. I'm going to sit him back here and let him dry. We're going to do the same thing with the G, but we're using a Mickey Mouse that's turned the opposite direction. Okay. Pushing down, and then I'll smooth over. There we go. We'll let him dry. Then we have the number 1, which she wants some white polka dots on. So I'm going to try to clean out these. See if I can use them for the white polka dots. I don't know if I can after I've already used one for black. I may have to see if there's another in the same size. Or I might just use the larger one. Let me see. Yeah, we're just going to use this larger one for the white polka dots. I'm going to be using the white multi-surface satin apple barrel paint. Okay. I don't like all the bubbles it's creating. Maybe it'll give it some texture. I don't know. Okay, I need some more white. Oop, don't fall. I'm wearing my nice new pants and everything's wanting to fall on them today. Well, they're not new. They're just my newer pants. I'm amazed there aren't more people on because it's Friday night? Maybe that's why it's a Friday night. I thought it was Saturday. And it's the only thing I don't like about these. The bubbles it creates. I'm just trying to tap some of these bubbles out. Okay. I think the one's pretty good. Then she wanted little white polka dots on here, on the red. So I'm just going to add multiple little white polka dots. Okay. I'm doing pretty good, Bridget. How are you doing? How the puppies doing? I don't like the way these things make bubbles. It's highly irritating. I know you're having so much fun with those puppies. I have puppy fever right now. It's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. Okay. Ta-da! And I don't know what we're going to do on the E. We didn't really discuss it. Got Mickey Mouse's on the yellow letters. These are paper mache from I think Michael's or Hobby Lobby, one or the other. They were like $3, she said, and they're like really flimsy. Like one of them, where's the one that busted before she even made it here? This one busted before she even made it here. They're like hollow. Whereas the ones that I got from Walmart last time were like wooden. Yeah, I wish I was up there too. I don't know what I want to do with this one. Because there's an awful lot of polka dots. So it's going to be G, A, G, E. Okay, so this one can have white polka dots because there's not that many. There's not going to be one beside it with polka dots. So I'm going to do a few polka dots, a few big ones, and then a bunch of tiny ones. Right. I also got some wooden discs. This bag, let's see, wood pile. It came with teardrops, ovals, and circles. It came with 30 for like $2.99. Came with the bigger circles here, and then a smaller circle, and then larger ovals, large teardrops, small teardrops. And I'm only going to use the 4 big ones. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the Mickey Mouse ones, and I'm going to glue the ears behind it on each side to give those 2 letters ears. That's the goal anyway. So those 2 letters have ears. Yeah, they are. They're kind of cool. I also found a bunch of little buttons that we're going to be adding to the mason jar. Wait till you see the mason jars. Once the second coat of the black on the top dries, then I'm going to tape off the bottom half, do the red, and then once that dries, then I'm going to bring it back in, and I'll come in here and I'll video me adding the buttons. Okay, teeny tiny ones. Okay, teeny tiny puppets. I want to come back up to New York pretty soon, though. They're for centerpieces for the 8 different tables. So she got 8 mason jars, and they're huge mason jars. Give me a second. I have one in here that I'm not painting. These are them. They're huge. So I put painter's tape in the center, and from here up, without the lid, is black. And then when that dries, I'm gonna take that tape off, and then from here down is gonna be red, like Mickey Mouse's chest and his outfit. And then I've got these little buttons that will pick which side to put on and do either those or these white ones to make it look like his pants. So that's gonna be kind of fun. All kinds of stuff to get done, and I still have to cut out a big Mickey Mouse board out of the black poster board. I've got a super large number 1 that is in white board that I've got to paint black and then add white polka dots to. I have to finish the mason jars. I have to finish these letters, and then we have little pails for the kids' tables that I have to decorate. And I've got 2 more boxes to color, to paint, put decals on, and then stack up and tape together. I'll probably tape them together when I get there tomorrow, honestly. Definitely. I don't want to be around a lot of, I'm not good with snow. Okay. I wish those bubbles would go away. I hate those. Takes away from the beautiful finish of the circle. That's why I don't use these a lot. Okay, let's move that G. Move the number 1 down. I'm going to switch this out. And this one I see some white coming through, so we're going to go over those, I guess. Where's my black paint? I think so. And then I've got some other stuff I'm going to work on, like, when I get there. Just, like, not stuff that has to be, like, painted and stuff. Oh, that was way too much black. Whatever. Like for the tablecloth for the main table that's got all the food on it, there's going to be a large red cloth and then 2 little black table runners going down the side with round circles on it to make it look like it's suspenders. So I think those are going to be really cute. And then, of course, the food's all going to be themed. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's a lot of work, but I'm going to make it work. Gives me something to do, keep my mind occupied. Occupado. I'm just going over these because there's white showing through. Instead of painting this letter with the brush, with the white, I actually rolled this on with a paint roller. So it created like dips, and I think that's why the white's visible through some of these dots. So I'm trying to fix that by going over them. Okay. I think I would have come up with a lot more ideals if I had had more time. But I've had yesterday and today to prep for this. And most of the supplies didn't show up until a few hours ago. I had the letters yesterday, but I didn't get the mason jars until a few hours ago. I'm going to have to put 2 coats of black. The second coat's drying. Then I'm going to have to undo that, tape up the top part, put 2 coats of red, let them both dry, then come in here and add stuff to it. Just time consuming mostly. Okay, I think that's... Oh. I think all of them have gone over now. That should take care of the black and the white spots that were visible. I'm just going to add a coat of Mod Podge for him. Just an extra layer to seal it in. Okay. I'm going to add another coat of Mod Podge to the Mickey Mouses on the other letter also. The other 2 letters. Hey, we could do that. I think it would be fun to spend some time up there with you. And then maybe travel a little on my bus ride down. Like I said, just coming straight down. Maybe I can actually hit a few spots that are on my list. Since I have to ride the bus down anyway and go through some of those states anyway, I might as well go places that I want to go. Luna still hasn't come in heat. She's driving me crazy. She's normally like clockwork. I could normally set a calendar by her, and she's just way off right now. I want to get her breeding done so that we can retire her. Move forward with her productions for the future. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. While I've got more black sitting out here, I'm just going to put... I think that black's good enough. So I think I'm going to try to glue these on. I have this letter that's Mickey Mouse. So it'll get 2 ears. I'm just going to try to E6000 it. Yeah, I definitely need advance notice from now on because 1, I've been sick all week this week, and 2, it's a lot all at once. Okay, we're going to use E6000 glue. Put my Mickey ears on. I'm going to turn it over real quick. Make sure they kind of look even. And then flip it back. I do have a ruler. I can kind of see. Okay. Ta-da. Why not? Okay. And I can't do the other one yet because the polka dots on it have to dry before I can add the ears. Oh, it's cold. You got cold, 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 cold. I'm sure he does. Luna used to love playing around on the furniture. Whew. Yeah, so I have this big, huge number 1 that doesn't really fit on my table, but I have to roll over it with black paint. And it doesn't fit on my table. Guess I can do a section at a time. I think I'll just paint it with this since I've already got a sponge out. And then I can roll over the final coat. So that it's a smooth coat. Bill was supposed to be helping me, but he's in there snoring. I can hear him in the living room snoring with the TV on. So that shows how much help I got. Yeah, I think I'll add some weight on it to make sure it sticks. And then I've got another one that I have to do that too. But the polka dots that I just painted on it have to finish drying first. So it's like I'm having to do everything in teeny tiny little steps. Because everything has to dry. And I'm just hoping that everything dries and I can get final coats on everything in time. Because I'm supposed to leave here tomorrow morning. I think she's supposed to pick me up around 10. So we can go set up. And the venue's an hour away, almost. Maybe 40 minutes away still. I'm going to have to put a couple coats of black on this to cover it up. And then add white polka dots. Luckily, I found black poster board for the Mickey Mouse head that I'm cutting out. But I only found 2 sheets of black poster board, so I only had enough to do it. So I had to paint this one. Not the best, but it's something. Okay. I'll sit him over here to dry. Hey, I think Dozer's adorable. He can't be that bad. I'm just gonna need another coat of white because I can see through them. Now you should see how these three act. These three are pretty rough here lately. They're getting a little older and they think they can just do whatever. I actually had to block them off from going down the ramp today because, well, yesterday, because they started trying to chew on my vinyl siding. So until I can put a fence up on that side to block the vinyl siding, I had to block them off. Yeah, it's really not. I just was hoping for a little extra help today. Nothing new though. I'm about used to it. Okay, so I'm going to sit this here. I want to sit a paint can on it, but I'm scared to sit that metal paint can because I'm scared it might be too heavy and bust through the paper mache. Okay, so I'm just going to sit these two on it. And then I think I'm done with all these little dots. Except for the dots on the one, the big number 1, but that's going to be after a few more coats. So I definitely need to go wash these out so that I can reuse them for the future since she did buy them. I need to wash my black one out. And my Mod Podge one. Ta-da. Okay. So I think I'm going to kind of end the live now. Wash these out. Check on the mason jars and see if the top has dried. And if it has, I'm going to peel the tape off and figure out how to cover the top half. Maybe with like cling wrap or something so that I can paint the bottom half of the mason jars. Then after the mason jars have 2 coats on the bottom half, then I'll come back and I'll go live to finish the mason jars up so that everybody can kind of see what they look like. And then I can maybe kind of lay everything out that I've got done and show what it looks like. What is going on here? What is that? There's a dot of something there. I'm wiping it with the Mod Podge brush. Looks like there was some extra black paint or something there. Or maybe some of the black off of the paper. Weird. Okay, well, I'm going to get off, Bridget, and I will see you again in a little bit when I get the rest of the spray paint done and come back in here to work on that. Because I do need to go wash these out before they get old and everything. Mine love to attack feet.